welcome back to Victoria J Beauty. If you're interested in learning how to do this look, which is very autumnal, glittery, smoky, night outy, nude makeup, please keep watching. Oh my god, so I need to up my camera game because for the last 5 videos my husband has been like, look, you need to turn the camera around because this little square is absolutely very annoying. So I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna do that. I turned it around and now I can't concentrate because I'm looking into the camera, which is not into here, and then I end up looking like I'm talking like this. Yeah, hi, nice to meet you. So I don't care what he says, I'm doing it like the way I'm doing it just now until I get I do have a proper camera, by the way. I just really give my phone. Anyways, enough. I'm going to get on and show you the tutorial. Hopefully you like it. Something a bit like I don't know what that is. So let's get on with the show. So I'm going to start off with my usual shenanigans of the base, but I'm not going to talk you through it because how many times have I told you about it, you'll be like zed into sleep. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it with some music in the background, and then I'll get to the good part, which is the eye, so bear with. So I'm super excited to use my new Revolution palette that I got for my birthday, because this is like an autumn glam. It's kind of like a good makeup that you'd wear on a night out, but also in like darker, well obviously it's dark at night, but you know, like darker times. I'm making it sound like it's from a film. You know, like autumn colours basically. My brain doesn't work today. So the colours I'm going to show you, well the palette even, that I'm going to show you is this one. Look how nice it is. I think the colours I'm probably going to use are like, this like orangey brown colour. I think will look really nice with this deeper purple colour. These 3 colours here look really nice together, and they're going to look so nice with my MAC glitter that I bought, which is actually over here. It's like a kind of bronzy, reflective, like gorgeous colour, so I'm super excited to do that. So I'm going to take the very first colour in the palette, which is this peachy kind of orangey colour, and I'm going to use that as my transition colour. So I'm using this, that's by Revolution. I'm just using the Naked palette for the mirror, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to pick up a bit of colour. Oh, it's amazing, my brush. And I'm just going to start to blend it in. Trying to like get close so you can see exactly what I'm doing. It's really hard, like honestly I'm as blind as a bat. So I like have to use this mirror to see what on earth I'm doing. So we're just kind of using this all over. So I've already put on my eyeshadow primer because I forgot to do it. So I'm just gonna start to blend this bad boy in. It's brilliant because like back in the day Superdrug products were like terrible, and see like now like they're literally amazing. Like this is the same amount of quality as something you would get in like an Urban Decay or Smashbox palette. Like the colours are so bright. You don't need to use loads of product to get colour. And I'm loving it. Plus all them colours together in that palette are like super good. But I do believe in this video I'm looking very pale. I'm not looking this pale in real life, I can tell you. It's just the light is a little too bright. Let me just, I can never get a happy medium. So it's going to be a cut crease today, with some glitter as well, because everyone else loves the glitter and so do I. And because I got the new one, I think like it's only fair and right that I use it. I love this colour so much. Okay, so just make sure it's blended very well. Again, I'm using my brushes by Jaclyn Hill Morphe just to make sure they're blending really well. Show you really closely what that looks like. So I'm going to take the slightly brighter colour here, which is like an orangey brown, like rustic, I've just got that over my hand, rusticy brown colour. And we're just going to blend it in on top of your transition colour. Oh my god, that's so nice. warm and autumnal. I never know how to say that. Autumnal. Like, literally. Because it's going to be a night out makeup, don't forget to kind of bring it up a little bit. We don't want to be safe with this, because if you're safe, that's when you're going to be like, oh, that's not quite as dramatic. Sometimes when I do this, I almost don't want to do a cut crease because I'm rubbing away like a lot of that nice colour and it makes me sad. So don't forget the saying, it's going to look worse before it's going to look better, because that's just what happens. So I'm going to just take a slightly bigger, fluffier brush, just to help blend it in a little bit more. And then just going to be seamless. Okay. So the next colour I'm really going to use, and you can tell I'm just winging it here because I'm not actually sure what I'm going to use, but I'm going to pick this nice deep kind of purple colour. It's like the purpley colour is going to look really nice on top of the orange. So we're just going to go further into the crease line with that colour. That's going to bring depth to the crease line. You don't want to take this up as far as your other colours, because you're going to then hide that gorgeous orangey colour, which you don't want to do. But really work that in. You can bring it in a little bit in the corner if you do like. I'm already falling in love with this look, and I'm just in my head thinking like of outfits that I could wear this look with. Like, I've got a hospital appointment tomorrow, like, is it super appropriate to do this look for the hospital? It probably isn't appropriate. I've got this thing though, when I have a hospital appointment, like, I like to go super glam because, I don't know, then I don't feel like there's anything wrong with me, right? Apart from being a mental case. So, I'm already obsessed with this palette. Oh my god, Sarah, I'm giving you a big shout out because it's you that got me this. And it is amazing. Do you, I don't know if you have it for yourself, but if you don't, you need it. I mean, I don't know how you weren't tempted to open it and try it out before you gave it to me. I wouldn't have minded if you'd done that. I'm getting overexcited again in a minute. Somebody who think it's like, I've been given £1 billion, but literally in my head, like, this is the equivalent of like £1 billion, like, I love it. Okay, so I'm now going to take this darker brown colour just in here, just gonna take it on a smaller brush. So this is like a fluffy brush and it's in GH40, and I'm going to use this, I need to swap mirrors actually. I'm going to use that to put it in the crease line just to darken that area up. Tap off any excess. Sometimes you think it doesn't need darkening, and then when you actually do it you're like, oh yeah it did, like. Add in the other side. Again, don't worry too much about your actual just normal eyelid because we're going to cut crease it. It's making it nice and warm, isn't it? Just like my heart. You're probably watching this like, by the way, where did you come from? You're at a psychopath. Perhaps I am. So I'm going to take this small brush by Urban Decay and use the original orangey colour which I originally picked up, you know, like this colour here, like the transition colour. What we're going to do is just pop that on underneath her eye. So, I've got to see this blending it in. So, what you want to do now, is take the second colour I used, which is that kind of rusky orange colour, if that's the right word, I'm looking for, terracotta even. and do exactly the same. So underneath the eyes, I'm trying to use like every colour in this palette because I love them all so much. So take the other side of the brush again, blend it in. So I'm going to take that darker brown colour again, just in here, and do exactly the same. Pop that underneath the eye and blend it in. And I am actually going out at the weekend, and I'm so excited because I've not been out in ages and I do not have a clue what I'm going to do with my makeup. I know what I'm doing with my my clothes. It's like navy blue high-waisted trousers from Quiz with a kind of creamy white one-shouldered, like, I say frilly, that's the wrong word, but like frilly top. So what we're going to do is we're going to start doing our cut crease before we go on and do the darker part under our eye. So remember I showed you before using concealer to do that. I'm going to do that again because I thought it was such a good tip. And then I'm going to glue on the glitter. Glitter on the glue, glue on the glitter. So before I go, I'm going to take a little bit more of that purpley colour and just add that back in because I've noticed I've kind of thingied the purple out, so and I really want that in there because it looks super good. So I'll take a little bit of, again, tap off any excess and just okay. So what we're going to do is start on our cut crease. So I'll move this out of the way and I'm going to just brush over my cheeks just to remove any fallout just now. And then I'll get it with concealer afterwards. So I will take my MAC concealer and I'm going to just pop a little bit in the back of my hands because it just makes it a lot easier to control where you're putting the colour. So just a little bit in the back of my hands, and we're going to use an Urban Decay flat brush for that. Here's the back of the brush here. This is the one I use for glitter too, but that's fine because I'm going to be putting glitter on top of that anyway. So I'll just take a little bit of the concealer and just start to gently brush that on the eyelid. And then I'm just going to wing that out a little bit. See, that's what it looks like. Looks a little bit messy just now, but that's all good. So what we want to do on top of that is press some like a natural colour into that. So I'm going to use actually this palette I've already got. I've got like a kind of yellowy colour. It's literally just to press on top of it to set it. It's not going to do anything else apart from that. Going to stop being sticky. So I trained in makeup 10 years ago, and it's really strange to me because every single technique that I learned in makeup 10 years ago is absolutely nothing like the techniques now. Like nothing, like the polar opposite. Like if you are, you know, if you do loads of makeup and you put your concealer on top of your foundation, like back in the day we used to put the concealer all under the foundation. We didn't contour unless it was photography makeup. Like it just wasn't what you did, and it's funny now because everyone contoured. To the point if I don't contour it feels so strange. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. I know it looks a bit ridiculous, but before I go on and add the glitter, I'm going to go underneath and do like the darker kind of eyes. So with my small brush here, this angled brush, I'm going to take some of that darker brown colour that I showed you. I do believe it's this colour here, right underneath the eye. I'm going to do that just in the lash line, and then we're going to add in some liner. So what we're going to do is take a bit of black pencil liner just in the lash line, and then we're going to blend that in with it. I'm going to use my MAC liner, which I've used 1,000 times before, and just apply that. Oh, so right now, I know I look like a little bit of a scary ghost person, like right now, and also I might look a slight difference because the last video I made didn't save a certain part, so I'm redoing it again on a different day, and I'm like adding in the parts missed out. So once you've done like your cut crease and you've got all your concealer and you've got your guide for where your liner's going to go, we're going to go on and do our glitter. This is my favourite part. It's a little bit stressful sometimes because it does get everywhere, but it looks so nice. So you're wanting to take your eyelash glue, and my lash glue is just one that comes with eyelashes that you buy in the shop, just it's this small, so simple. All you do is apply a bit of glue to the back of your hand and then apply it onto your eyelid and then gently stick the glitter on. Reflects glitter, and it's in a coppery type colour. I'm trying to see if it has a colour in it. It's called Reflects Bronze, and it's finer than like a proper full-on glitter. Like the silver glitter I usually use is quite, you know, chunky. This one is more fine. So I always manage to get glitter everywhere. So this is what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. That brush, it has got a little bit of glitter on it from the last time, but you're going to have to bear with me as well because I need to use a mirror while I'm doing this because I can't have a, well, I've got a mirror in front of me, but I'm also blind, I can't see. So we're just going to pop some glue on the back of our hand. You don't want to do too much because you don't want to like stick your eyelid together, and I have been guilty of that before. So just make sure you shut in and put it in a safe place so as not to lose it. Right, so we're just going to take our flat brush, put the glue on the back of the brush, just gently start to apply that on our eyelid. You don't want to go above the crease line. Just make sure it's nice and covered. Pop a little bit on your brush, tap up an X's and just gently start to apply the glitter. Got to make sure you don't get any into your eye, obviously. And I do like to do it in small sections, just to make sure I don't go over the line that I've kind of painted out for myself. How gorgeous is that glitter? I'm literally obsessed. It looks so nice. So we're going to go ahead and do exactly the same on the other eye, and then I'll be back to show you the liner. So now that I've done both eyes, as you can see I've still got this gap here, and that's totally fine because that's where my liner is going to be. It's like a guide for my liner. So we're going to go on and do our liquid eyeliner. I've got the MAC waterproof liquid eyeliner. It is the best liner ever. So I'm going to be using this mirror obviously to do it because I need close up work because I am blind. So as you can see, that one's done, and then we're going to go on and do this side. So my liquid liner is looking pretty good on both eyes. So the next question is, because we're going to be using eyelashes, is whether or not you put mascara on your lashes before putting lashes on. I can't talk. Do you put mascara on your lashes before you put false eyelashes on? The question is yes and no. I don't go out of my way to put it on my top lashes because it's really hard when your eyelashes already got product on them. It's hard to get the eyelash in right close to the lash line, so I like to avoid putting them on the top lashes, but I always put mascara on the bottom. The Demi, they're a bit skanky because I've used them already, but they're Demi 121s from Salon Services, and that's 2 pairs of them stuck together because I think it gives a better look. I just prefer it. So we're just going to give the lash a few minutes or a few seconds even, just to make that tacky again before we apply on the other eye. And you can see that glue is dried and clear, so that's good. We're just going to go ahead and just stick this one on. If you use the right amount of glue and are a good glue, you're not going to have to worry about them for the rest of the night. Mine's rarely come off. So as you can see, that's the lashes on. They're looking so good. Before I apply my mascara to my bottom lashes, I'm going to go and move any fallout just by applying some concealer underneath again. This is just going to make sure you're not going to have any like leftover bits of shadow. It just helps to finish off the look as well, and I don't look like a tiger right now. So I'll take my foundation brush here and just blend it in. But so far, all is looking well. So you'll be surprised to know that I'm actually going out tonight, so I'm actually doing my makeup not just for a video, I'm actually doing it to go out. And by the way, I know the light is quite bright here, but the reason I've made it so bright is just so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I don't look as pale as that, obviously. Okay. So don't forget to set that using MAC powder. And then we can do mascara. So here it is, MAC mascara. It's waterproof. And then just I also got this really good highlighter by Revolution. I've showed you already before, but this is in liquid champagne, so it's a lot more gold and warm and just like So I'm gonna just do what I usually do, apply to my cheekbones, my nose, but I'm just gonna show you as I go kinda, because it'll be a bit easier. Apply. Take our damp sponge and just blend that in. Again, don't forget to dampen it because that's going to blend a lot better if you dampen it first. To add some on the end of my nose, and then don't want to add too much on the end, so take some of that off and just start to blend it in. So we've got our highlighting done, so all I'm going to do is add in a little bit more blusher, because I always find that like I'm quite light with blusher because I don't like to look a bit crazy, so I like to just add a little bit more in as and when I need it, because I don't really like to look too rosy in the cheeks, if you know what I mean. So we'll just add a little bit more in. Okay, so the last kind of step I'm going to do is lipstick, but actually first, before I do that, I will put some setting spray on just to make everything as super in place. So again, I'm going to use my All Nighter by Urban Decay setting spray. So I'm just going to spritz it on my face quickly, and then after we've done that I can then go into do lipstick. So I'm just going to close my eyes and I like to give it a double spray for a night out. And now we need to wait on that drying. So remember, do not touch your face until it's bone dry, because if you do, you're going to end up with fingerprints out your foundation, which is not good. So it seems like this is actually a better light right now to do lipstick, because You can see a lot better, you can see more in detail for my eye makeup and my blusher and things. So I'll give it a few minutes and then I'll go and look at all the crap behind me. Honestly, I'm like so messy when I'm doing makeup. It's like artists being creative and, you know. Okay, so lipstick wise, look how many I've got. This is my mug that I got for my wedding day, so they're just empty boxes. So these are all the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipsticks that I've got. There's so many, but the colour I'm going to do today is the colour Stripped, is it? Because it's more like a brownie, like naturally nude colour, but it still looks really nice, and I'm not obviously wanting to wear something too dark because my eyes are quite intense. So it's a liquid lipstick, it's really good, it lasts absolute ages without you having to top it up, even like eating, drinking, kissing. I start off doing like the lip liner. Do the other side. So there we go, that's the look for today. I'm super excited to go on this night out and feel nice and glam. Thank you so much for watching, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or any suggestions, that's suggestions of what makeup look to do next, please comment, give me a shout. It'd be great if you could please subscribe to me because I'm trying to get as many subscribers as possible, and then the more subscribers you get, the more videos I'll do, and so on and so forth. So thank you so much, I love you all, thanks for watching.